Hi, welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make some creamy lemon squares. This is a recipe that a friend of mine and subscriber, Melissa, saw on Facebook and asked me to make. The amounts of the ingredients that you're going to need to make the creamy lemon squares will be listed in the information box below. You can find it on the website or my Roku channel. These are the ingredients that you're going to need. For the crust, you're going to need some graham cracker crumbs, and I had graham cracker crumbs in a box that I bought at the grocery store, but you can also just buy some graham crackers and put them in your food processor and process them until they become crumbs. Sugar and melted butter. Now for the filling, you're going to need a can of condensed milk. This is sweetened condensed milk, 2 egg yolks, and fresh lemon juice. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you'll need an 8x8 baking dish that you have either buttered or sprayed with cooking spray, and you lined it with parchment paper and left an overhang so that when you get ready to cut these into squares, it's easy to lift it out and cut it on the cutting board. I've already put my graham crackers in this bowl, so now I'm going to add my butter and sugar. Now, if you are processing your graham crackers in your food processor, you can also just go ahead and add your sugar and butter at the same time and process your crust and do the whole thing in the food processor. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sugar in, and now we're going to mix this together to form the crust. Okay, I'm just going to stir this until it comes together and the butter and the sugar are distributed equally amongst the graham crackers. I have my butter and sugar all distributed evenly amongst the graham cracker crumbs, and so now it is time to put it in the baking dish. I'm going to pour these in, top of the parchment paper. Out the spoon. And I'm just going to press evenly across the bottom and up the sides of the pan. I finished spreading out my graham cracker crumbs, and now it's ready to go in the oven. Going to put this in the oven. It's preheated at 350 degrees for 8 to 12 minutes or until it's lightly browned. My crust cooked for 10 minutes and I just took it out of the oven. I'm going to let it sit here in the pan on the cooling rack for about 30 minutes before we make the filling. My crust is cooled, so now I'm going to make the filling. So what I'm going to do is take my egg yolks and put them in this bowl. Along with the condensed milk. And I'm going to whisk this together until it's fully incorporated. That looks good. And so now we're going to add in our lemon juice and whisk. Just making sure that it's all mixed together nicely. Okay, that's whisked together, and so I'm just simply going to pour this into the crust. Okay, so that's nicely even into the crust. So now what I'm going to do is put this in the preheated 350 degree oven for about 15 minutes or until it's set. The lemon squares cooked for 15 minutes in the oven. I've just taken them out. I've got them on a cooling rack. I'm going to let them cool completely on the cooling rack. Then I'm going to refrigerate them for about an hour until they're chilled. The lemon bars have been in the refrigerator for several hours, and now I'm ready to take them out and cut them and show you what they look like served. So I'm going to just pick them up with the parchment paper and set them over here on my cutting board. I have a serrated knife here that I'm going to start cutting my lemon squares. So I'm just going to start cutting in the middle. So I'm just going to go straight down. And it's helpful if you have a damp kitchen towel to wipe the knife off between cuts. You can make these squares as large or small as you want. So I'm just going to continue on until I get them all cut, and then I will show you what it looks like served. So this is the last cut. And so now I'm going to put some on a little plate here that I have a slice of lemon and some mint. I'm just going to put a couple of them. And I have some powdered sugar. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over the top. These are creamy lemon squares. I hope you enjoy them.